And in this solo episode of the Happy Hustle Podcast, we're talking about commission breath, which is that invisible deal-killing stench. We're going to share with you how you can actually avoid and eliminate that commission breath, yucky, and we're going to show you how you can actually sell with service breath. We're going to be diving into this episode of the Happy Hustle Podcast.
Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Kerry Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco-warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact.
It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. Yee! What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Kerry Jack here, lifestyle entrepreneur, author and founder of The Happy Hustle and top 0.5% globally ranked podcast host. And I have sold millions of dollars worth of products and services, both my own and other people's products and services. And I have something to share with you. If you are selling with commission breath, you gotta stop and freshen it with service breath. Now, commission breath is that invisible deal-killing stench that your prospects can sense when you are selling with commission as the main desired result. Now, it's okay to sell and receive something in return. Heck, that's why most people are selling. You are getting a result not only for yourself, but also for the prospect. But desperation never sells, my friend. Desperation is the quickest deal killer that you could be possessing right now. And I want to share with you tactically how you can remove and eliminate that commission breath, yucky, and you can freshen it with service breath. Okay, so I know this is a little cheesy. I get it, fully get it. But commission breath is something that I gotta say I've had before in the past. Now I definitely don't. But the biggest key that I want you to understand is commission breath describes the experience of the more you want the deal to close, the less likely it will, right? Because a prospect can tell when you're more incentivized by the commission than genuinely helping them solve their problem. And it's not to say that you don't have good intentions for your prospect, but even still, they can sense that you are way more incentivized by the commission on the back end of actually closing that deal. Okay. Now, it really can come across in a couple different ways. And I want to share with you, the 3 signs that maybe you have commission breath. Okay. And if you do, it's okay. But I want you to know that there's a way to sell that you don't have to be, that slimy, sleazy, commission breathy individual. You can sell with a different mindset. And I'll share with you that. But the 3 ways you maybe potentially have commission breath, and these are signs, is 1, you're talking a lot about yourself. When you're talking a lot about it yourself, you're not as focused on the prospect or their product or the product that you're selling. And you're just talking a lot about yourself. And that comes across, a little bit yucky. The second way that you could probably tell if you have commission breath, and this is probably pretty, simply to understand, but you're pushy with your products and services. You're really like, you're coming across with that nature of, I need this done now. I need to close this deal now. I need to focus on, reaching my sales quota or hitting, this commission benchmark in a certain time frame, which usually results in you being more pushy rather than like the build the relationship approach where you're actually, nurturing it and helping them make the best decision for them. Okay. Now, the third sign that you potentially have commission breath is you're bragging on your services. And, it's okay to showcase the benefit and how your product or service could potentially help someone. But if you are like going so deep into like the features and not so much the benefits, that's a big red flag. Like, people want to know how it's going to benefit them, not so much how, this shiny new feature on your app portal actually, helps them. It's not really like as important. We want to make sure that we're talking about the most important features, yes, but more so the benefits that you really can help your prospect with your product or service. Okay, so you get that. If you have, those signs of commission breath, we got to cut that crap out. Okay, and here's how. You reframe completely your breath to service breath. Okay, service breath means you're actually using the sale as service for whatever problem you're solving. Now, here's how I look at it. Service is really the mindset in which you are encapsulating the whole conversation around. How can I serve this person? First, before you get on the call. Second, while on the call or in the in-person interaction. And third, afterwards. It's like, what is going to actually help them throughout that whole sales journey? Service. Service is the mindset. Service is the breath that you want to be smelling like. Okay. And I'll tell you, there's a way to make it a win-win. You can communicate, hey, when you win, I win. Like, if you don't get great results in my program, well, we'll give you every penny back. Like, we have a conditional money back guarantee. If you do the things that we said, if you do, you get the results, or else you get your money back. You can make it a win-win. That way they know you're invested in their success. Now, quick shameless plug. We created a whole sales mini course all around pressure-free persuasion, selling as a service, creating, service breath, not, commission breath. And you can actually get the mini course at thehappyhustle.com/sales. Now, depending on when you're listening to this, it might still be the wait list and it might be live. So go to thehappyhustle.com/sales, either get on the wait list or get the course live. But I'm telling you, if you like selling and you want to make more money and more impact, there's a better way to do it. I've figured out a way based on my own experiences and learning from some of the absolute greatest salespeople that I've ever met, people who sold 9 figures for Tony Robbins. One of them was my mentor. Another person who sold consistently 7 figures a week for years. He was Russell Brunson's #1 sales guy. And then another good buddy of mine who has another 8-figure company, all regarding sales. I've extracted some of the greatest lessons I've learned from some of these mentors and my own experiences from logging thousands of hours on sales calls, both on Zoom and, in person and at events. And I've distilled them into this 7-step process. And we actually have an acronym and everything you'll see. And it really is like that easy. You just follow this talk track. You really hit each point and you convert more in terms of your conversations into buying amazing clients. And that's the goal, right? Change more lives, sell more stuff, make more money, help more people. Whoa. Apologies for interrupting your programming, but I gotta tell you about something I'm super excited about. This is something very unique that we do at The Happy Hustle, and that is the Montana Mastermind Epic Adventures. See, you can listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, read books, acquire all this knowledge, but I believe the best way to achieve ultimate success and fulfillment is to actually align yourself and connect with like-minded, badass, high-performing, heart-centered humans. And that's why it's important to go to masterminds. Now, whether you go to the Happy Hustle masterminds or you go to other ones, that's on you. But I got to tell you about the one that we're doing upcoming in March, the 22nd through the 26th, which is going to be so sweet. But especially if you love snowboarding and skiing, if you're a high-performing male entrepreneur who's making over six figures, who wants to network with a rock star group of just badass world-class happy hustlers while shredding some pow, this may be for you. We have an amazing mountain mansion, which you could ski right into. We got a professional chef cooking up some delicious, healthy meals. We're going to be doing masterminds where we share wins and challenges and adversities and just how to overcome them. We're going to be soaking our bodies at natural thermal hot springs. We're going to be enjoying some super cool activities like ice fishing and hiking and campfires and other awesome stuff. And we're going to be digitally detoxing from our devices. That's most important. So if you're interested, hurry up and apply, because there is truly only a couple spots. This isn't like a tactic. We only have a couple spots left based on the number of beds in the mansion. So if you want in, you can go to thehappyhustle.com/mastermind. Okay. Now, and if you don't like skiing and snowboarding, no worries. We do have some amazing epic camping adventures coming up this summer. So check them out. If you like camping in the backcountry wilderness, if you want to learn primitive survival skills and fly fish and, dip in cold plunge, amazing alpine lakes and just hike up these remote mountain trails and really just connect with Pachamama, our beautiful planet, we do have these summer trips coming up too, which are filling up fast. So that's it. Let's get back to this episode, but I just wanted to let you know you can go to thehappyhustle.com/mastermind to apply today. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so that was my shameless plug, thehappyhustle.com/sales. Now, let's get back to it. Utilizing pressure-free persuasion is so huge. That's actually a term my good buddy Rory Vaden and Brand Builders Group utilize, so I want to give credit to them. But pressure-free persuasion, this is so important to making sure you don't have that commission breath, that you're doing your sales interaction without the pressure. Now, I think it's so important for me to mention that ethical scarcity and urgency has to be a part of your conversation, or else people are going to say, typically the key three objections: I need some time to sleep on it, I need to talk to my wife, or, let me just think about it, right? Like those are typically the three. I guess, also money, I need to figure out my money situation, something around, maybe I don't have the money right now, or I don't have my wallet, whatever it is. But your key objections, you should really know what those are. And we get into all this in the sales mini course, but essentially you need to have scarcity and urgency a part of your conversation, but it has to be ethical. Okay. Ethical scarcity and urgency, meaning it has to be real. If you say scarcity, for example, hey, I only work with one new client every single month. I have a spot open right now. If you want it, it's yours, but I need to know within 3 hours of ending this conversation because I cannot hold the spot for any longer. That's ethical scarcity and urgency. Now, if you work with 2 people a month, then it's not ethical, right? So you have to, again, navigate those waters and make sure that you're being in integrity. The second thing that I mentioned, ethical urgency. So what's going to make them actually take action on the opportunity? And yes, it is an opportunity to work with you. You must frame your offer or product as an opportunity if you really want to increase your conversions. But the most important thing when it comes to ethical urgency is that you have some type of incentive, some type of bonus, some type of action-orientated item if they sign up. And typically I like to structure a 3-hour window after my calls. Hey, let me know within the next 3 hours, okay? Not tomorrow, because what happens is people buy with emotion, they're heightened emotion, you get them all excited, but they justify with logic. So the logic sinks in over the night, your emotion will dissipate, and then the logic and then the self-limiting beliefs, they'll talk themselves out of it. So that's why I structured that 3-hour window where their emotions are still heightened. And then you have some type of urgency around it. Hey, if you sign up today, I'll give you a free 1-hour additional coaching session with me, or I'll provide you with this PDF that gives you all my greatest tips and tools and tactics, or you can come to this event. Whatever the urgency is, you have to make sure it's ethical and timely. Okay, so those are just really key, important factors of any offer that you put out. The ethical, scarcity, and urgency, obviously utilizing pressure-free persuasion to sell it, and not having commission breath throughout the whole process, right? So when people ask you, hey, I want to know, like, really, what do you get out of this? Like, if it's not your product or service that you're selling, you can be honest with them. You can say, listen, I have a unique deal structured with so-and-so company. And yes, I win when you sign up and get great results. It's a part of my contract, and we win together. But my sole goal truly is to help you make the best decision for you. And this is something that I say in pretty much every single conversation when it comes to selling anything. And I want you to actually write this down and really implement it into your just knowledge base up top in the old cabeza, the dome, the brain. All right. And here it is. Drum roll, please. So the one statement I say in almost every single interaction is, let me tell you, listen, my life is not changing 1 percentage point, whether you sign up or not. Truly. But I know yours will. My life is not going to change 1 percentage point, whether you sign up or not. Truly. But I know yours will. And I would be shocked if this doesn't fit for your situation. Like, if you're really maybe low on financial funds right now and you sell a $50,000, coaching package and you have 90% margins or whatever, maybe your life was going to change more than 1 percentage point. So maybe don't say this then, because obviously I want you to be in 100% integrity. But for the most of you out there, most of the happy hustlers who are selling something, like, your life's really not going to change that much if you sell something, to someone, your product or service. It's going to be nice, but it's not going to change. But their life really will change. And that's how I reframe the entire scenario, where I am not desperate for the sale. You're the one who's looking for help. You're the one, meaning you, the prospect, are looking for X product or service to solve X problem, right? But when you can reframe this and you can say, hey, my life's really not changing 1 percentage point, truly, whether you buy this or not, but I know yours will. Like, I am that confident. And they can say, yeah, you know what? Like, listen, this person is just the conduit. They're the median. They're the messenger. But I know deep down. And obviously, I'm not getting into all the 7 different steps of selling right now, but I want you to know those 7 different steps. If you actually do want to know those, like, they are legit all in the book. If you go to this page right here, page 84, the 7 steps of selling are all in the Happy Hustle book. You can get it just thehappyhustlebook.com. But they are step-by-step in here. And then we also have the mini course with the videos and a lot of production values going into these videos, and also like actual talk tracks and everything. But I'm not getting into like all those tactics right now. I just want you to understand like the overarching concept of commission breath and how you can utilize, this pressure-free persuasion more so, and really have more service breath where you are focused on really truly helping them make the best decision for them. Now, I want to leave you with this. Indecision is thy enemy. If you're selling anything, a prospect has really 3 choices. They can buy your product or service. They can buy someone else's product or service, which is a competitor of yours, or they'll do nothing. Those are typically the 3 things, right? Now, if you want to avoid indecision, you need to help them make a decision that is best for them. Be it a yes or a no, both should be considered a win. And that is really important here. I want you to just make sure you don't leave people in this maybe limbo. Be it a yes or a no. Maybe it's a no right now. That's cool too. But at least you have a decision. Okay. Decisions are basically your number one desire when you are selling anything, especially like high touch, like really high ticket. You want to make sure that you get a decision. And even if it's not right now. That's okay. But just don't have this maybe limbo. That's like the biggest mistake most salespeople make. They just let it live in maybe limbo. And that's not where you want to be. So commission breath, something to avoid at all costs. Just really focus on service breath instead. Freshen up that breath by just really caring about the people that you're selling to, helping them solve the problem, really adding value throughout that whole sales cycle, and just making it a win-win. And then avoid that indecision. Okay. That is the message today. I hope you get some value. Please share this with someone who maybe could benefit from it because there's a lot of people out there selling with commission breath. All right. And if you want to help more people really with your product or service and make more money and more impact, then, service breath is the way. All right. I'm out, y'all. Peace and love. Thanks again for watching.